I'm rebuilding the other cylinders on this John Deere 70, which is also Owatonna Mustang 330. I did the upper ones before. They were easy, so I'm doing the bottom that lifts it. You just leave it in place, loosen the fitting, undo the collar, which is right there. Just use a pipe wrench, and then when you pull it out, get something to catch your fluid. And then I got the seal kit over here. So I got it on my table here. Here's the part number for the seal kit. Got it on eBay, like $30-some. Just take them off one at a time and replace them. The O-rings, the seals, they're not that hard, but when you put this nut back on, once you've rebuilt the top part of it, I made this bushing. I went to Orscheln's and bought a bushing, inside diameter 3/4, outside 1, and then I put it on the grinder and ground it to a point, and I slipped that on there so when I push this back on with the seals on it, you don't tear up the inner seals because the lip of the thing will catch it. See if I can get to that point and stop it and show you. The trick for getting this nut off at the end, put your bushing sleeve back on to hold that in place, and then when you put your wrench on it, that'll be the easiest way to hold it while you're turning it. I don't have a tripod. Okay, now I got this nut off. You can see I was holding it here, putting the wrench on there and pulling it. So now I go back to the bench. Okay, now I got it apart. That's your cap. That's just a slam spacer. There's an round O-ring and a flat O-ring here. The round O-ring goes on the top here. And then my seal's pretty torn up. And then there's an inside seal, which you just have to bend and get it in there. Make sure you have the O-ring facing down as I hold this. This Teflon washer right here, when you put the new one on, there's an O-ring underneath it. But it's like a transmission seal. You have to overstretch this and it won't go back. So what I do is after I get the new one in, I put a hose clamp on it and hold it for a couple minutes to get it back into shape.